Okay, I think we're live on Twitch. Just check YouTube. And yes, we're live on YouTube as well. So, let's see now, where were we? Someone had just made a construction. Let's see, we've done plenty of work up here. Let's do a bit more up here. So we want to close in from here to here with shale blocks. From here to here, shale blocks. And I've just realised what I've done. Go down. Yeah, we need a gap to the outside world. So what I need to do is designate a removal. Let's use the keyboard cursor for this to make sure I get it in exactly the right place. It's there, so it's that one. Okay. Right, and then we can carry on building a bit more floor. Just fill in a few more of these gaps. Do from here to here. We'll get a bit more of this done, I think. That's going to be awkward because they will walk the long way around if someone's blocking their way. I probably shouldn't have done that, actually. Yeah. Let's just get them doing one. And that one. Get rid of that one as well. So I can build a big block of floor. But just not a lip around the edge. Okay. Now heading down. Oh, I had a thought. It might be a bright idea. Have a look at the workshops. We've got a problem at the moment in that the people who are making lignite are going outside for it. Whereas I could tell them to take it from a specific stockpile. Let's see, I think I'd do that by going to this stockpile and saying give to that workshop. So I think that's the smelter. No, actually, wrong smelter. Oops. Go back there. I want the stone stockpile. Well, just let me select the stockpile. There we go. I want to cancel that order. Give to smelter. Well, what I can do is say give to the other smelter. It's that one I want to give to. that one I want to delete. Let's delete both, just in case I've got the wrong one. Okay, right, give to... that smelter there. That should stop people from going outside without a wheelbarrow. See, I would really like it if people didn't go outside to just walk around collecting stone, and the only people who are doing that are people like the masons, going out to collect a lump of rock that they've decided is the lump of rock they want. Right, I want to bring in all of the goodies. I'm going to leave the refuse for now because I want to sort out my refuse stockpile first. But they can be bringing in the useful stuff. Alright, did we kill... we didn't kill anyone up here, but did anyone else? No, it doesn't appear so. I'll unforbid this lot once they've brought in the stuff from over there. Now over here, I would like them to engrave this area. I want them to engrave to there. It looks like I need to increase the finished goods stockpile, so let's do that. So what we want is finished goods. I'll do it from here to here. But I want specific settings. This one is, we want no bins. And we don't want toys, figurines, amulets, scepters, crowns, rings, earrings, bracelets, large gems or totems in there because they've got their own special stockpile with bins in it. Back to the workshops. The people who are making armor, just want to have a look at this one. Yeah, I actually want you to stop making steel helmets because we've got plenty of those in stock. And for some reason you're still making them. In fact, let's have a look. How many steel crossbows have we got? I want to cancel those two. It's fine if you're making the more war hammers and maces. We've got as many steel crossbows as we need for the moment. But I want to make sure that we've got enough stuff to armour the dwarves up properly. Yeah, so we don't have any greaves. Don't have any high boots. We've got some gauntlets in stock. We don't have any male shirts. How's the armour stockpile doing? We've starting to get a little bit full. I'm gonna dig a good space down here because we're gonna need a huge armour stockpile. And I think it's about time that the dwarves sort of finish the fort. So I'll get them digging out any bits where I've marked for digging that they haven't done yet. So let's have we'll start from the top and I'll just work my way down the floors, doing things, the jobs that need doing on each of the floors. So you need to build more floor. Get you working. Down here, right. Now there's stuff I need to do down here. What is this stockpile? I think it's a wood stockpile, so I want to remove this stockpile here. And what I want to do is wall in this area. Our corpse stockpile, I want to be able to have it accessible, but not have it but be able to have a sort of emergency shut off, so that if we throw something into the stockpile that can fly and we get a necromancer that comes and brings it back to life, we can close it off and make sure that yes, it can still access the outside world, but it can't access the rest of the base. And likewise, if we get a flying beast, because we need to leave a hole above this to the outside world to, you know, prevent miasma and stuff, then we need to make sure that this is still okay. We need to make sure that it's secure. And I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to channel down to bring this on the same level. So if we go down a level, yeah, I'm going to remove some of this material here so that we can make a little room that we've got the ability to close off. Let's channel from here to here. That's a stockpile. Remove the stockpile. Right, channel. I'm going to leave a gap in front of the gate. Now if I remove it right up to the gate, it'll leave a ramp in front of the gate. So that's fine. Then we'll take out that area and up to there. And then that should level out this area here, which we're going to use for refuse and corpses. Right, so we'll leave them to do that. On this floor here, we're going to want to start building some additional walls. So let's see, first of all, where is the dump zone? The dump zone, so that's where they stand to dump stuff. I think we'll bring a wall along the edge to there and just along to here maybe. If we're going to do that, I don't really want them to flatten all of this because we might as well leave it the right level where we're going to dig the wall. So remove that. Or do I want my whole corpse? Yeah, actually, I probably want the whole of my corpse and refuse stockpile to be inside a walled off area. And it'd be a good thing to have that as quite a large stockpile, so maybe I should bring the wall out here. We can put the butcher and tanner up here, and then have the refuse and corpse stockpile in this area here. And then bring the wall here with a gate so that the butcher can get into it relatively easily. Still think bringing that down is probably a good idea. In fact, maybe I will put that back because having it level is going to make it easier to determine the stockpile. So yeah, if it's going to be a big stockpile, we'll do that. I'll bring the wall down here. Let's see, if I build the upstairs wall, let's work out where it's going to be. So we'll have it from there, we'll build it all the way through, but from there, we're going to want it to say there. That still gives us plenty of space for a butcher and a tanner. Tempted to put it here. Oops. Yeah, that was not what I meant to do. Yeah, but we'll go to there. Need to leave space for a gate. And then maybe actually we'll put the butcher and the tanner either side of a gate here. And we'll have this area down here for the corpse stockpile. Yeah, that'd work. I think that'll work better. Wall out of shale blocks. Where are you? There you are. Let's see, but if we are building a butcher, see if we put the butcher there, and we'll use a block to build that. Where were you? Shale blocks, there you are. And then a tanner. I'm gonna step it back a little bit. We'll put the tanner there. Also out of shale blocks. Missed it again. There it is. So we'll put a gate here. So we'll cancel that one, and that one. And then we'll build a bridge here. That big. We'll have it retract towards us. And again out of the ever elusive shale blocks. Okay. Now we need another lever. It's under traps, levers, and put that one here. Okay, so now we can build a bit more wall. It will go to the edge there, to shale blocks. Going down a level. We'll build the wall. I think I can do it from here to here. If we can't, it'll soon tell me. Alright, so we'll let them get on with all of that. Meanwhile, let's see. So down here, how's the farm doing? Farm looks like it's getting on fine. How are the tortoises doing? You're trained. That tortoise isn't trained at all, but that's the male, it doesn't matter. Is the nest box is still claimed? I thought I said move the peafowl, but then I didn't allow them in. Okay. Down here. I really should look at turning this into a proper dining room, I suppose. Although we've got all of this spare area here. Oh my, what's going on here? How come we've got so many tables? I must have done something I didn't mean to. But yeah, everything looks okay on that floor. Ah, is this forbidden? Yes, it is. Okay, you can go back out into the moat. And here, there's a few things that are not built. It might be suspended, so if they are suspended, I'll just undo them. The new bedrooms. I'd like to get these all nicely smoothed, and before we do, because I think this is, yeah, limonite. We're certainly not going to leave limonite there, so we'll dig out the limonite. This is gypsum. Well, we've got so much gypsum. I don't think I mind, and we can access so much more anyway. I don't think I mind leaving that there. It'd be a pain to remove it. Now, I want to dig that. I wonder how much. Oops. Let's just see. If I say dig out all of the ore, how much is that? And where does that go? Yeah, you can do that. This one? Sure. We'll dig out those couple of gems from there. And here. And we'll dig those gems there. Now I would like to start smoothing the walls inside of the bedrooms here. To do that, we're going to want to dig out those gems, and let's start getting some of these corridors finished off as well. So we want to dig from there to there, from here to here. Like so. Could do the same on the other side. Right, a lot of mining work to be done there. Okay, so over here they have finished engraving the floor. So let's build the stuff that we need to make the little workshops that we want over here. So first workshop that I want is not a workshop, it's actually a furnace. We want a wood furnace. Going to place that there. Out of shale blocks. Then a workshop, we want the ashery, which I think is Y. Yes. Needs a spare bucket to do that. Okay, so let's go to the workshops. And we'll get them to make a couple more buckets. But obviously short on buckets. While we're doing that, I'm thinking that this wood stockpile down here, I'm going to remove it and get this brought in. I would also like that little bit of tetrahedrite mine there. Hello, Bernie. How are you on this fine afternoon? Oh, I do believe... let's just have a quick look at Dwarf Therapist. Actually, can't do it from there. What I need to do, if we have a look at you... Right, Bernie. I wish this was in alphabetical order. I noticed that you were married. Go up. Actually, do you know there's a search? There's a search function. Bernie. There you are. A crafts dwarf. Right, I want to have a look at you. I want to have a look at your relationships. You are married to Beatrice. You have two dwarven children who are in our fortress, two sons. If you would like to name them, I will happily give your children the names that you would like them to have. You've just got up. Isn't it like 4 p.m. for you? Aha, fantastic. We've had a cave-in. That actually, although the miner's probably not very happy, is a good thing. Because we had a little bit of ceiling there that was just left hanging around, which was just annoying me. And it had a bit of wood stuck on it as well. Hey, they've mined out all of that limonite. What have we got there? Tetrahedrite. I think because we want the bedrooms ready sooner rather than later. I won't wait for them to go collect it. We'll just get the walls built. There's going to be a few walls that I need to build first before other walls. You got up maybe 205 minutes ago. Oh, 25 minutes. I was going to say 205 minutes. That's very specific. From there to there. From here to here. Get that one in. Get those in. We can get those ones in. Benji and Boris. Okay, I shall name the kids as you request. We'll get those. Let's see, this one goes... I think it's that one I need to get in. Alright, we'll leave them constructing those. So let's find you again, not an upstairs. Back to units. Search on Bernie. Let's view you. Look at your relationships. Okay, and then we'll bring up Dwarf Therapist. So, first thing is I need to display children and babies. Okay, is Benji your eldest? Let's group them by nothing and then put them in alphabetical order. Yes, okay. So, Kivish. Kivish, you're a Merrill. Your name is now Benji and Zephon. You are Boris. There we go. Let's have a look at how old these children are. Oh, I think in the options I've said don't show age. You spent 10 hours last night, well, from about 8 p.m. to about 6 a.m. this morning, watching another streamer playing Red Dead Redemption in story mode. Yeah, rather captivating. I watched Apple playing an awful lot of Red Dead Redemption on our last nid away. Very, very engrossing. One of these somewhere. Show age. Grid options, maybe. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah. Sorry, I assumed that was what you were talking about. I switched this off. That's how I know it's here. Show age. There it is. Okay. Right, so your children. See how old they are and whether any of them are going to grow up anytime soon. So we have Benji. Benji is 6. So in another 6 years, Benji will be a grown-up dwarf. Benji's feeling bliss after sleeping in a good bedroom, euphoric due to inebriation, contentment after having a pretty decent drink, enjoyment playing with a toy, love talking and visiting with their mother, annoyed at the lack of dining tables. Oh, so your child Benji has made an artifact already. Not happy about seeing the dead bodies. Bliss dining in a great dining room. Okay, so our 5 tables in a corner of the food stockpile counts as a great dining room. That's good. Dreams of mastering a skill. Sees family as one of the most important things in life. Kids have low standards. Within the last week, he felt enjoyment after playing make-believe. Very good. Right, let's... his preferences for things he likes to consume. He likes to consume carambola wine, horse's milk, and quarry bush leaf. But he hates leeches. But he's got a greedy streak. Alright, let's have a look at your other son, Boris, who's 3 years old. He's felt enjoyment after playing make-believe and enjoyment playing with a toy. If euphoric due to inebriation, so both of your children have got drunk recently. Oh, he's somewhat quarrelsome. Does not enjoy participating in physical confrontations. Neither of your children like getting involved in physical confrontations. Might be because they've seen dead bodies, or it might be because they've been fighting with each other. He likes to eat fire imp, goat cheese, parsnip plants, and tuba beer. Hates oysters. He's been out in the rain. That was probably because of when he was a baby. Maybe his mother was out in the rain. But at the moment, they are allowed to play outdoors on the island grass. So he might have chosen to be out in the rain. Very good. Okay, right. I'm going to turn all of the kids off. Just because it's far easier to manage the dwarves with all of the kids off. All right. I would like the dwarves to finish digging out these corridors. Because it feels like it's been way too long. There we go. Okay, I think they've built a wood furnace. So what we want them to make here is ash. And only a little bit. So bars of ash. Just one or two.
No.
They haven't. Where's the other workshops I put in? Build a workshop. An ashery. There. Oh, they couldn't because we didn't have a spare bucket. That's right. I want to use one of the very plain barrels because it's just being used in a machine. Okay. The next thing that we want to make is a soap maker. Needs an empty bucket. We're making buckets. Okay. Alright, so that they can get down here, I'm going to build some doors. We probably want a door. Actually, not there. But I'm going to want to dig it out anyway because it's all. I have a door there and a door there. Maybe. Actually, we'll dig that whole thing. I'll put 2 double doors either side of a central pillar. Okay, I think everything's looking good. How are we doing for marble? Let's just pop downstairs. Oh, is that people sparring? Yes, it is. It has a slightly different sound to the fighting when they're just sparring. An inebriated child. How much have they had? 1 cup? Well, they are dwarven children. They probably take more to get drunk than you or I. Alright, let's whiz back up to the top here. Yep, they have done quite a bit, so we'll build some more floor across to there. Got 88 blocks. So I should be able to do another one. Now, how tall are these trees actually? Yeah, gonna have to remove those 2 trees there. So remove that tree. Hello, the scoundrel. Dwarven babies are 50% liver by birth weight. Yes, that would explain a lot. And we'll remove that tree as well. Ooh, just realised, now that I have channel down there, I've removed my defences. Right, build me a wall. Urgently. From here to here. Out of shale blocks. Yes, that was foolish. I should have just left the far edge in. Ooh. Hopefully they get round to doing that before anything nasty comes upon us. Yep, here they go. As soon as they've built this one here, I'm going to build another one here. Yep, so build me a wall here. Ban on exports, okay. And let's just check. Yes, we still have an overhang. So although it's been lowered, it's still we're still safe. Now something can still get through this corner. If it can climb up the wall, it can get through the corner. But as soon as they've built that one, we're secure again. Okay, but we've now got a flat piece of territory. It'd be handy to flatten this little bit here. Channel. Where is it? It's just there. And then we're going to need to build the wall from here to there. Ah, there's floor in the way, so I'm going to have to remove a bit of floor there. So we'll designate a removal. So where's Mayor off to today? Is he having some private time with his boiler wife? He's doing university work at the moment. He's got things looming. So deconstruction is N to remove construction. And if I remove that one there first, put the wall there, they can get to this floor by going around that way, and they can get to this floor by going around that way. It's just this middle one I need them to do first. My word, he's taken his time about it. Finally. Okay, so now build a wall here. And now deconstruct that bit of floor and that bit of floor.
I can't do it.
Needs fluxstone. We have been mining fluxstone.
Oh, I won't do it.
Is there a reason why we're not mining this fluxstone? Is it just that my miners are too busy? There isn't anything that suddenly stopped them from getting down there. No, yeah, they're just busy digging out this wall here. Okay. So back up here. Sooner we can build this roof, the better. So I'm quite happy to put a bit of focus on this. Okay, we'll let them do another row. Hang on. What was that? Oh, it's just sparring. Okay. Right, now that we've got a butcher here and a tanner there, I'm going to go to this butcher here and remove that. And then to this tanner here and remove that. Now, this hive, do you still have outdoor access? Yes, you do. At some point, we'll start making mead. Yeah, miners are certainly taking their time. Are they not able to get a path to that floor? That's a shale floor. What's next to it? They should be able to just walk on that slope there, but in case they can't, I'll just extend the floor to there. The miners will get round to this bit eventually. Okay, Peachicks have been moved, or at least most of them have. The rest are still being moved now. I can see people are starting to get really sick of going in the sun, so I might stop them from gathering plants now. Where's that zone? It must be down one. Yep. So I'm going to say stop gathering plants. We can actually do some plant gathering up here just fine, but I'll probably put some farms up here. Let's put a few farms around the place. So just farm plot, we want it to be over here. Yeah, we'll put one there. And one there. One there. One there. We just have lots of different farm plots. They're undercover, but they're still considered to be in a light area or a lit area. So we can grow outdoor crops here. And the more little ones we have, the more variety we can grow. That'll do. Sounds like sparring. Yes, it is. Okay, we can now build that wall there. And this wall here. I noticed the animals have all run out of their zone, which probably means that we've got something scaring them. Might be that eagle. Got a lot of giant tortoises on the map. Could move the pasture down here. It's not very big. Particularly annoying because of the multiple levels. I could try channeling a little bit here, just sort of flatten it off a little bit. We should have... no, it's stone immediately beneath. Well, we'll be going in the cave soon anyway, and then we'll make a animal pastures indoors. Okay, now this area is properly secured. Yep, so right up to the ceiling. We can shut this area off if we need to. Let's see, it should count. It's inside, but it's light, it's above ground, so it won't stink. So let's put some stockpiles here. We're going to have a refuse stockpile and a corpse stockpile. I think we'll have the corpse stockpile on this side. Maybe there. Actually, before we do that, let's get rid of the ramps. Yeah, I think I'll be... In fact, what's this? Why are you there? Get the area flattened. Oh, and that's just the corner wall that keeps us secure. Okay, we've done that. So now remove the ramps, and the ramps I want to remove are anything in that area. These ones give us access to the gate that way, and these ones give us access to the gate that way. Those ones we can get rid of. And those ones we can get rid of. Yeah, that'll then give us a nice flat area. Okay, so now let's do the corpse stockpile. Corpse stockpile, where's the gate? So the gate starts here. Of the corpse stockpile there, and then the refuse stockpile will have... Refuse stockpiles probably needs to be bigger, so we'll bring that to there. But I want to tinker with the settings of this. So refuse, we don't want skulls, bones, shells, teeth, hooves or wool there. So it's just the nasty refuse. And now down here in our old stockpile, I'm gonna get rid of the stockpile down here. Somebody is tasked to dump that, but I haven't seen anyone getting around to it. We'll just leave it and see. So I'm not sure. Dumping can be a little bit hit or miss. Some things will get dumped just fine. Then other things will... They'll say they're going to dump something and then they never quite get around to it. So that Cyclops has been marked for dumping for quite a long time. Now this refuse they might ignore because it's, as far as they're concerned, it's outside. So what I can do is just tell them to go dump it in the dump stockpile. All of this stuff. Yeah, stray dog. Get rid of it. Although it's been marked for dumping for a long time. If I take the dump off, I think they'll pick those two corpses up and put them in the refuse stockpile. Sal, when a man says they'll do or dump something, they will do it. There's no need to nag them about it every 6 months. Yep, you got it. Yeah, it's just sometimes they're... Unfortunately, they don't always tell us if they've got a problem. Why are there 2 doors here? There are actually 2 doors that are fitted as well. At some point I've had a bit of a panic and put a door in when I probably already had another door set to be fitted. I think we can say remove one of those 2 doors. Right, we need more flux. Let's go down to the mines. Mine some more marble. Yeah, taking it slow down here because of my suspicion that we're at the cavern level. And I think there's... Right, there is more marble below us.
It won't work. Why do you think I can do this?
Yep, dig a bit more. And we'll get another round in. People are very keen on getting that marble hauled up to the stockpile.
Oh, did you see what I did with this thing?
Somebody's very happy with something. I wonder what it was. Let's... We've become attached to an item. A steel crossbow, that's good. Yeah, we're happy with that. Oh, now, that's just reminded me. We got some goodies. When we killed the humans, we picked up some weapons, and they're weapons that I don't want our guys using. So I'm going to build a weapon trap to kill future invaders out of using the weapons that previous invaders have left us with. So, bronze two-handed sword, bronze pikes. Can't use crossbows, unfortunately, because they need to be reloaded with ammunition. But we do have some spare steel maces, and we have some spare silver warhammers. Okay, and I think that's as much as we can put in there. What's so bad about using other people's weapons? Because we are making steel weapons, so we don't want to use their copper sword when we've got steel swords. I have told our dwarves only to use steel weapons, but they can be a little bit hit and miss about these things. Oh, do you know what? I've still got this stuff that's... Yeah, actually... cancel that. Let's just unforbid the goodies in the hallway here. Yeah, because we'll put that bronze morning star in. And we'll collect up all of this stuff as well. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff. We can collect up all of those teeth and things now that I've got my new refuse stockpile in place. So I'd left these forbidden because I wanted them to focus on all of the goodies that were down in the tunnels first. But, you know, while it's quiet, it's good to do all of the distant work. Some teeth down here. We can clean this area up. What's that? Ooh, silver bolts. Oh no, that's not forbidden. We just need them to go get it. We've got dogs guarding that tunnel. Do we have dogs guarding this one? Yes, we do. Dogs and a whole batch of puppies. Ah, no, I just remembered. When we were preparing this one, yeah, I thought that was the case. I was just about to get them to put the floor down here when the invaders came. So I'd like them to put a floor there. You know, while things are quiet, do things before we've got attackers. See, we've got the hatch down there. On the northern entrance, do we have... Is that hatch there? Construction suspended. Yeah, you can do that now. And as for the rest of the tunnels down here, I'm going to allow them to dig the tunnels. I'm not letting them break through to the surface yet. We'll do that when we're all locked up for one reason or another. But it would be a good idea to get the gates in while we're quiet. It's a little bit fiddly, but worth doing. And to do that, I need to plan where we're going to put the gates. So first of all, we'll use mining, put it on marker only, take off box select. So we're going to have gate number 1 here. We'll have gate number 2 about here. Gate number 3. About there. I'm going to want one there and one there, so I think one in about the middle here somewhere. Gate 4 there. Then gate 5 will be about here. I think this is our longest tunnel, so there'll be more gates than any other tunnels. Gate 6 will be here. Gate 7 about there. Alright, and then we'll have gate 8 around about here somewhere. Oops. And then the far gate at the top. So we might as well start getting some of these bridges built. So we want a 3x3 bridge there, and that is going to retract towards us. Out of shale blocks. There's no way to search on this, and the shale blocks are always away. Right, but it's on the third bit of the menu. Right, next bridge goes down here. About there, I think. Retract towards us. Shale blocks on the second, third bit of the menu. There it is. Then another bridge here. Retract towards us. And yet another bridge here. Retracting towards us. And that'll do for now. We'll just let them get on with that. I'll come back and do the other bridges once they've done those. It doesn't connect to the outside world, so there's no rush on it. Who's bringing a puppy in and why? That suggests that if the puppies are escaping, this is probably overcrowded. Let's move some dogs. So I'll put another pen pasture down here. And we'll search on puppy. I'm going to move all of the puppies into this area. Yeah, we've probably got, like, mother dog is probably up there or something. Where are you? Oh yeah, they're building a floor, that's okay. Just worried they were running the wrong way, like the long way around to do something. Right, animals. That cat reminds me, we need to take out a lot of the cats before they become somebody's pet. Because the kittens have already started adopting humans. Once they have, once they've adopted somebody, we can't butcher them anymore, and that's a problem because we end up with so many cats, and they'll all be breeding. I mean, we can geld the males, we can separate the genders. So there's ways to deal with it, but it's still a lot easier if we just keep the numbers down in the first place. So what I tend to do is to slaughter the cats that, once we get to this stage where we've got a good, stable breeding population, lots of kittens, I start to slaughter the adult cats that haven't yet adopted someone. Okay. So up here, I'm going to need 10 levers in all for that section. Let's get the levers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 for that sequence. let's build me levers. And one. Oops. No, L. That's it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's right. And which lever are you? Near east. Okay. That's for this one here. We need yet more fluxstone. There's fluxstone down here. I think I'll... right, let's dig an up-down stair. From here, we'll go down to there. Oh, I've got marker on. Okay. From here to there. Yeah. We'll get the miners to mine that out and we'll start mining a bit more marble on this level as well. What do we have here? Tetrahedrites, that's copper. Once I'm sure that we've got our the army kitted out in all of the armor that they need, I'll start we'll start actively searching for the caves if we haven't already got them. So many rows, the horror. No valuables will be safe anymore. Everything will be looted. You know it. Our ammunition stockpile is full. We could fix that. Box light back on. By making a bigger stockpile. Are my squads training? Archers. Yeah, you are. Usually I get through the ammunition relatively quickly because they use up the bolts while they're training. You can see they've been training because those little piles of dirt in front of the archery targets are where they've missed. But what are you guys all doing? You're watching an armor demonstration. Oh, fantastic. Who's giving the demo? You're on an individual combat drill. You're doing individual combat drill. You're leading the armor demonstration. Very good. He's saying this is how you put a helmet on. Dinko's doing his own individual combat drill. Oh, and Deirdre is leading a fighting demonstration. I'm not sure anyone's watching, but she'll still be happy about the fact that she got to demonstrate something. Oh, now, thinking about my military. I took 2 people out of the military because they had new babies. And I can put them back now. Because their children should have grown, or the baby should have grown up to be children. I think one was Ella. Ernie. Ernie, I took you out for a specific reason. I think it was because you'd lost your arm. It wasn't Ella. Oh, Fabiola. Yeah, Fabiola was the Marks dwarf that we took out. We do have another vacancy. Is there anybody else? How about Gelber? Come on, Gelber. Come and join the troops. Come and get some training. Right, fighters. I think this one was Ella. Wait, we have an Ernie. Do we have a Bert as well? Maybe. No, I don't think we do. I could soon fix that. Right, somebody was a good... something like an axe dwarf. Ah, Ella. Yeah, so it was Ella. Ella had a newborn. Yeah, please do. Okay, shall do. Let's look by migration wave. Oh, there's only you and Babom who are male who arrived in the bees. How would you fancy a wife called Bert? I could always call Beatrice Bert. Or Barbie. We could call Barbie Bert. No thanks. I mean, Barbie is bisexual. There you go, Barbie. You're now Bert. I suppose I could go for Bertha. That's like the female version of Bert, isn't it? Right, you're tired and you're hungry, but you're heading out with a block to build something. You didn't have to. Oh, what's that there? And is it... It's not forbidden, it's just that we haven't got around to digging out the ammo room yet. Right, but we can build the weapon trap. Building it here because we always need to leave a 3x3 pathway for the traders to get through. So they can clear this weapon trap. The traders know where your weapon traps are. The enemies don't. Your dwarves do. Your dwarves can step on the weapon traps without problem. Okay, brass two-handed sword, bronze, sorry, two-handed swords. You can go in. Bronze pike, copper pike. Thought we had a morning star. I hope no one's picked that up. Mind you, I think it was a silver morning star, and silver morning stars are fine because a morning star is a bit like a mace. It's a bashing weapon, and silver bashing weapons are fine. So we'll top up the rest. We'll put some silver maces in there and some silver warhammers. Okay, and we're done with that. Look up, the morning star is up there in the sky. Is that sparring? Yeah. Oh, hang on. The giant tortoises are fighting. What were you fighting? Where? What was attacking you that was making you retract in and out of your shell? Have we got something on the map I should know about? The only wild animals are tortoises. Maybe one of the warriors decided to, like one of the visiting warriors decided to attack it. Just a little nervous because we know that there is definitely a werewolf. Not a werewolf, it's a were koala. That's somewhere outside in the world. That at some point is bound to pay another visit to us. And it's quite possible that any visiting were koala may spot a tortoise before it spots the way into the base. What? A weird koala? Seriously? Yeah. It's not just wolves that can be weird beasts. Yep, we had a weird koala. We've had 2 weird beast attacks. We've had a weird koala attack. And we had a weird ass attack. Yeah, it's quite amusing. Right, miners, when you've got a minute, what I would like you to do is to come and dig out up here. Gonna make this into a pasture area for the animals. Make sure that we're safe there. Yeah, it's fine. We're not gonna be leaving any strange gaps anywhere. I don't know how far the sand stretches under here, but we'll expand and we'll see. And hopefully there's enough soil around the place to make a decent pasture for them somewhere in this area. We'll definitely want to come out to somewhere like this, but not there. And we can go to, say, there. We'll dig along to here because it could be that the sand comes out this far. Oh yeah, and you'll need doors to get in and out. I think the reason why the animals are leaving the pasture is probably just because the pastures are overloaded now. Now we've got so many baby llamas and things. It would help if I was to move at least some of the animals into a different zone. But I want to get them underground anyway. In fact, we could... I could bring the pigs down here as well. They don't need underground. They don't need soil. Now the soil doesn't provide any grazing for our grazing animals until we've cracked open the caves. As soon as we've cracked open the caves, then we'll get cave moss growing, and the animals can eat that. So if I start getting pasture areas ready, then when we do crack open the caves, there'll be an area ready for the there'll be an area of soil or sand ready to start the cave moss spreading. Let's see, can we do another one? 39. Yeah, we can go a little bit further. It's important that we get this area sealed off, because as it stands at the moment, if we get an attack from a flying creature, they can just fly into the base. I think that's sparring. Yes, it is. Once we finish this sealing, then we are truly secure from anything, because all we have to do is, doesn't matter what attacks us, all we'd have to do is just close all of the gates and we're completely impenetrable. Oh right, all of the corpses have been brought up here, which is good. So what we should be able to do now is to say, dump these corpses and Ernie's arm and the various teeth and noses. And skeletons. And now what they should do is throw them down the hole. Oops, did I? Yeah, don't dump the limonite. That's fine. We'll collect that at some point. And over here in the refuse stockpile, lizard remains, fluffy wamblers. Yeah, we can dump all of those. And out here, let's start growing some stuff. We'll grow the things that we can use for brewing without having to do anything special to. So let's go lettuces. That we can brew or cook without having to grind or mill. Prickleberries. Rice plants. I think we can eat rice plants without having to do anything special with them. Squash vines. And winter melon vines. There we go. So we're no longer gathering plants outside. We can just grow them here. Very good. I'm pleased about that. They're quite happily throwing corpses into the corpse pit. They also appear to have thrown a bunch of logs and some silver nuggets down there as well. I've left the door open in case they want to go in there and get those back. They'll probably be a bit upset if they do, because there's probably an awful lot of remains down there. But what we'll do, we'll say, if you really want those logs and that silver nugget, you can get it. Yeah, like I say, I think it would be upsetting for somebody who did go and get it. But that problem's only going to get worse. So if we unforbid the stuff they've dumped down there now... Oh good, yes, they have decided that they fancy collecting the wood. This is probably stuff that I marked for dumping to get them to haul inside ages ago. And they finally got around to it, but by then I'd moved the dump stockpile to our corpse pit. What about the silver nugget? Are you going to get that? No, just the wood. Okay. We're probably burning through wood. There's probably space in the stockpile. Let's have a look down here. How are we looking? This is all rock. We can see sand starting there. What I might end up doing is putting a few animal pastures in, and then we can just split them up over the different levels. So the sand here extends a little ways. And we can get another one in here, a little pasture there, so we could maybe put the goats here, put the llamas in the biggest one, so maybe we put the yaks in here. This is probably going to be the biggest one, so we could put the goats there. Can't use this area because this is where the important plots are. I think that's sparring. Yes, it is.
Oh, no way.
Roof's coming along. Something I could do with doing... petition. Entertainer? No, we'll deny you. There's only so many entertainers we need, and because I have a policy of accepting anyone who wants to stay when the situation is dangerous outside, I have to reject the ones who want to stay when it's safe outside, because otherwise we'd be overrun with bards. Yeah, I need to work out where we want the bees, and then I need to make sure that the bees have got access to the outside. I do have a hive there, but that's just that was just so that we went out and got some bees. We could cut back. Mind you, see, this is where I'm going to want pasture area. Maybe I could level some of this land here that we're not using. Oh, what's that? The mayor wants something. What do you want? Export of ballistas are prohibited. Fine. We won't export any ballista parts if that's what makes you happy. Yeah, could level off this area here. Just going to take it that far because I've got a sneaky suspicion that this is probably part of the overhang, is it? Yeah, I think it'd leave us exposed if I cut down any further, as I did here when I cut that out. So, right, and here we've got this stockpile that's in the air. Let's remove that. And we'll channel down. Yeah, that awkward bit there. So let's see, that should, yeah, give us a nice flat piece of land to work with. And then we can bring the bees into this bit then. Another petition. Entertainers. No, we've got enough entertainers. I'll accept soldiers. Once we've cracked open the caves, I'll accept monster hunters. What was that? The giant tortoise, yes. Who are you fighting? Your shell has just taken the full force of the impact. Where are you? Oh, that's a wild giant tortoise. It's not one of our tame ones. And we've just like channeled out from underneath him, so he's fallen on the floor. Okay. I would rather like to build a cage trap underneath him, but I think it's a her actually. And take it indoors. So our dwarves that get nauseous in the sun don't have any problem working out here, even though it's considered inside and it's light and it's above ground. But because we don't have direct sunlight, they're not affected by the sun, so we don't see them getting nauseous. Right, can we build any more floor? Have we got enough blocks made yet? 49. Yeah, let's get another layer done. Okay. We can get those two bits there channeled down. Oh no, we can't. We've got the wall built on there. Right, let's remove the ramps here. Actually, have we got any stockpile that's left at this level? Stockpiles. And then ramps. We want these ramps here because they give us access up and down. But any more ramps, we can remove all of those. They're just lumps in the ground. Petition? Entertainer? No thank you. Right, I'm gonna pop down to the workshops and tell one of my crafts dwarfs that I would like some more hives, please. So, rock hive out of I think we'll make one more out of anhydrite. I think that's the nice yellow one. And then we can use the yellow to signify that those are the hives that we don't want to be destroyed. Because when you collect honey and royal jelly from a hive, you destroy the hive. Right, where were we with... oh, good. The ammunition stockpile. We can extend that. And I want no bins. Down here, we want an armor stockpile. And we want no bins. Oh, let's get a few more bridges in. I like to do them a few at a time if we're not under any pressure, just because it's just a touch tedious. Not the building of the bridges, but the finding of the shale blocks. Because we've got so many different types of rock, which is really quite unusual. But I'm certainly quite happy with. I'm not going to complain about having lots and lots of different types of blocks. It's nice that I can make so many different coloured things. Let's see, I think gate 4 goes about here. Shale blocks, I thought you were on that. There it is. Build gate 3. I'll have that here. Raising towards us. Shale blocks. Then another bridge about here. Raising towards us. And then the last one goes raising to the west. Oh, there it is, shale blocks. Okay. Now, it would be good if I was to dig out that little bit of gem there and get it replaced with a wall before it becomes important. Additions. Oh, soldiering. Yes. We approve of soldiers. What was it that you wanted to be, though? You're a swords dwarf. Do I have anybody in my team who isn't particularly good? Maybe Florimonde. Make way for Jurist, because yes, I would rather have... I'd rather make use of mercenaries where I can. It keeps our people safe. That's the... right, we can start linking some of these up. So, link to bridge. It'll be one of the more recent bridges. Oh yeah, I've not linked that bridge, have I? It's that one that we want. You are the... Hang on, no, I've already done this one. No. Cancel. I think I've already done this one. Yeah, cancel that. Let me just have a look at this. So, yeah, near North 1 is that one. So the first lever actually connects to there, so I think I've built the lever twice. But actually, that one we can remove. Which is fine. That will help to make it clear that that one is not part of this sequence. Okay. Now can we have a wall here? Meanwhile, down in the mines, we dug down a level. Oh, we're just about to dig down a level. Where's the dwarf that's doing that? You took your time getting round to it. Are you a mile away? Ah, here he is. Okay.
Did you see what I did with this thing?
There we go. Right, let's extend this a little bit and see if we crack the caves here. What's below? More marble. Well, I think what I'll do, because it's taken them a while to get down here, we'll just put a bit of a... I'll give them a big square to dig out, because if they do hit the caves, I'll soon get a notification about it anyway. And we'll probably be cutting through... Probably won't be at ground level, so if there's any nasties in the cave, we're probably not going to hit them straight away. But since he's down here... Petition? Entertaining? No. Mine a bit more of marble. And another petition was suddenly a very popular place.
I can't do that there.
Okay, and that gives us a bit more flux to keep keep us going. Meanwhile, up here in the bedrooms, let's build a bit more wall. So we can now put the walls back from there to there. Yeah. Oh, I need to get that one in there before I can put this one in. Actually, do those two. We can leave that little gap. There's no reason why not. And I can do that one. Go across there now. And across here. And then we're nearly there. Just one more, I think. To finish the construction of these bedrooms. And then we'll get them all smoothed and engraved. Meanwhile, down here, I was going to build a soapery, but we're waiting on it was a bucket. Yep, so let's have a look. We'll use a plain bucket, and well, I'm not sure why it just picks out stone like that, but we'll do that. I got a feeling that this... it's out of line. Can't have that. Like, this is the center line for the others.
I can't do it.
Just thought, when I told the workshop, when I said this stockpile has a give order to here, can it not make steel because this is not a marble stockpile? That's possible, because I think this might be marble over here. So if we say make steel bars, yep, and then this one, which quite happy with it making pig iron. Actually, no, you do nothing but smelt limonite, because we need a lot of limonite to make steel. And we have limonite there. We don't have any workflow constraints on it, so don't know why you're suspended. Okay, now let's start connecting some of these levers. So you link to the bridge. Yes, that one just there. Control N, you are mid northwest 1. Which reminds me, the corpse stockpile. That lever there, I want to link you to a bridge. Yes, that bridge. And you are the rubbish dump. which seems to be working successfully now that we've moved the refuse and
I won't do it.
stuff up here. Alright, now bee land. We want to give the bees access to the outside world. What we're going to do is to carve fortifications across here and across here. The bees can fly in and out of fortifications. Because when we seal off the roof, when we finish off the ceiling, I don't think they'll see access to the outside world, at least not once we pull the gate. It looks like people are spending a lot of time just moving animals in and out of the animal zone down there. Could define a new one here. No. Actually, because that was too far. That includes the corpse pit. So if we define one from there to there. Oops. Okay. Here to try again. Here to here. And what we want is grazing animals. I know I can search on non-grazing. Aha, yes, I can search on just grazing animals. Right, if we leave the llamas down there and then we'll bring everything else up here. It's good to see that we've got so many llamas though, because we'll start shearing them soon. And we can get rid of some of those goats. So let's search on the billies. We've got to keep... Whoops, we've got to keep the one that is somebody's pet. And I think I'll keep us at least until we get them underground. I'll keep another one, but we'll at least... We certainly don't need 3 billy goats. Can we make more floor yet? Okay. What are we looking at there? Straight... Oh, that was where the butcher was before. There's an awful lot of refuse there, but they're ignoring it because it's considered to be outside. So it's just sat in a pile. But as soon as we roof over that bit, they will move a lot of that to the refuse stockpiles. Which is why things like the dog carcass and stuff down here, why they're not moving any of this stuff that I told them to dump, because they're looking at it and saying, well, it's outside. We don't do stuff with refuse outside. So next time we are under siege and we've got the hatches battened down, then I'll tell them that they're allowed to handle the refuse that's outside. and they'll move it indoors into our new refuse stockpile. Now, where was that tortoise? The one that fell down. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I would like to build not a wall grate, a trap. Cage trap. I'd like to build it right underneath that tortoise. It's the one animal that you can put the cage trap right on top of where it is, because when it sees somebody, it's a wild animal, so when it sees somebody coming towards it, it gets scared and it just retracts inside its shell, so it just stays there and lets you trap it, which is good. All right, that's a reasonable sized pasture, I suppose. It would probably help if we put a door here. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll take down this wall and we'll put a wall here instead. And then this can become a pasture area. Yeah. Not a bad construction wall. Yep, shale block there, shale block there. And then we'll dig this lot out. Not downstairs. Dig that lot out there. And we'll just make the most of the sandy area that we've got, because we've got quite a lot of llamas. I would like to keep a lot of llamas. I would probably also like to get the gems and the stuff out of this wall here as well. Let's mine that part. And then this is risky business, so we'll go about it relatively slowly. Okay. Let's just see how long it takes them to get a wall built. Oh, now if we put that door in and that door in, well, oh, the Etin Tamil Atrid Mebnith Tessum Nestith has come. A giant humanoid monster with 2 heads. Right, now is not the time to be digging holes in the wall. Now, what I'm hoping is that it's just going to head down into the tunnels. We can lock it down there until we have goblin or human problems. And then we'll lock them in a different tunnel. And then we'll connect the 2 tunnels up. And that'll solve our problems. We will let them battle each other out. Certainly, the fact that this has got so many names, Etin Tamil Atrim Benith Tessun Nesteth, I think it gets 1 name every time it kills somebody of note. I think this means that we've got a major killer of adventurers on our hands. There is a limit, so if something kills like 20 warriors, it doesn't get 20 names. But five names, I think we're dealing with something that has killed a lot of things. Okay. I think first of all, where are you? Hello, B Frank 72. Let's have a look at this uninvited guest. View you first. A giant humanoid monster with 2 heads. His curly, sparse hair is extremely long. He has a thin body with little fat. He has a deeply recessed, square chin. His quite dense eyebrows are low. His slightly hooked nose. His left head. Oh yeah, his slightly hooked nose on his left head is broad. His somewhat tall ears have small lobes. His lips are thick. His bronze eyes are slightly close set. His hair is burnt umber and his skin is pale brown. Can we go to you, please? Alright, what do we know about you? It doesn't look like you have any wounds. Everything appears to be... He has a left neck and a right neck and a left head and a right neck. And a right head, that's good. So it's here. Right, what we want is for that monster to head here. I'm going to say that floor hatch is forbidden. Might get distracted, but let's just see what he does. Oh yeah, he's making a beeline. Okay, right, military alerts. We're going to call an emergency alert on this. Everybody go to the control room because we are going to want to be pulling levers at a rate of knots.
It won't work.
Right, now what we'll do, he's very close. So I'm going to tell the dogs to leave. Oh dear. Is that poet coming in or going out? Oops. Yeah, you, Bard. Oh, he's leaving. Oh dear. Well, that gives our dogs more time to get out of the way. Here comes the monster. Right, it's inside. So now... Which channel are we in? That is the south channel, because yes... sorry, the north channel, because that's the northwest channel over there. So, far north, pull that lever and do it now. We want to capture this monster in this tunnel. Come on, pull the lever. Right, it's pulled. I think we'll pull lever 4. Should be able to get lever 4 pulled before he gets down there. So mid-north 4, pull that lever and do it right now. Right now. And when I say right now, I mean like right now. Even if it traps the dogs. Come on, dogs, run! Run! Pull the lever! Get that lever pulled. Let's pull 2 and 3 just to be sure. I think he might be on top of lever 4 there, but pull that one. And pull that one. Okay, we didn't get lever 4 pulled in time. Oh, one of the dogs, 2 of the dogs have been trapped in. Shame. Is someone going to pull lever 4? Finally. See, they pulled lever 3 faster than they pulled lever 4. Right, which one can we safely open? We can safely open gate 2. Let that poet out. Alright, but we have the we've got the creature safely trapped underground, so everybody's free to go about their business.
I can't do that there.
Oh, that poor dog. I could fiddle around with lever 4 to see if I can let the dog out without, because it is a secure tunnel. Oh, we'll try. We'll see if we can save the dog by trapping him in a different section of tunnel. But if he runs towards the monster... Yeah. Okay. We tried. I'm gonna pull all of these levers now and just see where that monster gets trapped. As long as we don't pull 3, because that's the one that's closed. Okay, so yeah, it's trapped between 3 and 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a connection between these 2 tunnels and those 2 tunnels. And we'll put gates at either end. And that's so I'll just work on this one first, so that if we get somebody come and invade us, yeah, we can just open the gates and let the monster in at them. And although like even a handful of military would be able to defeat a monster, they'll take some serious injuries. Oh, wrong lever. That's just the in-laws coming for a visit. Alright, I'll avoid... Oh no, that's my channel. So, my water channel, my water duct from above. Let's do it from here to here. Only needs to be 1 wide because we don't need trade goods coming down here. Yeah, I know. We've lost 2 dogs. Those 2 dogs are going to stay in there with that monster for a while. But we can open everything above 5. Although, I mean, you know, why would we? Okay, so now build me a bridge. We'll have one here, just a little one. We'll have that retracting to the east, or raising to the east. Shale blocks. And I want to build 2 levers. And if I put the levers, I think here and here, it'll be clear that they are the levers that connect those 2 sets of tunnels. And then we'll build another bridge at this end. We'll have that raised to the west. Shale blocks. Now, something that I'm a little worried about is when people were connecting up, I had some instructions to connect levers, and sometimes when they're interrupted mid-task, they'll suspend things like constructing floors and walls, but if their job was to connect a lever, we might not get a suitable message. So let's test this lever. Hopefully not while somebody's stood on it. Yep, that worked. Okay. Happy with that. Let's see, that's our 2 doors and the roof. Yes, so those 3 levers are all connected. Hello, Mangstein. He says, "Hoi, you bloody Englishman." How are you doing? I'm fine. I think we're actually just about coming to the end of the stream. But hey, we've got a monster, a 2-headed monster in humanoid form. And we've got them trapped in the tunnels. So the next time we get invaded, we're gonna let this monster out. Look at that. We trapped a monster with 5 names, no less. He killed 2 of the dogs, who unfortunately didn't manage to get away fast enough, because that was a pretty quick on its feet, that monster. So we're not in lockdown at the moment. People can come and go via our northwest tunnel. You're going to be done for today, or just a break? It'll just be a break, I think, but it'll be a bit of a long one. I think Mia's going to cook some dinner around about now. So yeah, I'll let him cook and we'll eat, but I'll be back later on this evening, but it'll probably be a few hours. It won't be like 10 minutes. But I want to just connect those 2 bridges first, because that's kind of important. So like 2 hours? Maybe, yeah, 2 hours, 3 hours. It'll be 2 hours plus. Not pull the lever. The lever's not even connected to anything. Link to bridge. That one. And we shall call this one. Now that is the north to northwest passage. And then this lever, link to a bridge. Yep, that one. And that one. That one is the northwest to north passage. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. I've been talking for 2.5 hours. And this is probably timely because somebody's banging drums outside. It sounds like there's a parade passing, but it's like 5:30 in the evening. And I can't think of any parade that passes at 5:30 in the evening in January, is it? It's past Oh, is it Chinese New Year? Chinatown's not very far away. I might be hearing that. Yeah, that could well be it. I don't think you'll be picking it up on the microphone at the moment, but if it comes any closer. The year of the plague. Yeah, Happy New Year. Is it the Chinese year of the rat? I seem to remember. I'm sure I saw something somewhere where someone was trying to work out how to make rats look cute and friendly and no, I wouldn't say I'm exactly a fan of rats, but I kind of like them. I think they're very intelligent creatures. They're kind of cute, the tame ones. I used to, my grandmother had a rat's nest in her garden and I'd sit and watch them out of the living room window as they ran around when I was a kid. And I kind of like them. But I sort of understood why they couldn't be allowed to just live their life in peace, that there was a problem with having rats in the garden. And I have had a house that had a rat in it. No, denied. We only take entertainers during troubled times. It wasn't pleasant having a rat in a house. But you know, yeah, they're kind of nice. When the pet rats, kind of nice. Very, very clever creatures. Alright, well, we've got the passage connected. I'm happy that we can close that when we need to. Yep. Ah, well, we're still doing one more. I'll just let him finish this one. He's probably just bringing the mechanisms now. Nope, still doing it. Ah, okay, yeah, he's just taking the mechanisms out, so that's the engineer there. I love the engineer's outfits. Let's just zoom in and have a look. It looks a little bit elvish, but I don't know whether you'll be able to see it through Steam or Twitch or YouTube, but he's got a little red hat that's sort of peaked, and behind his ears there's like a little sticky out bit on his hat which makes his ears look peaked, which is why it looks a little bit elvish. But I think it might be something like a pen. Something in the band of his hat.
No.
You only know about the year of the rat because of Steam. Yeah, people don't understand just how educational gaming and being part of the gaming community is. What on earth are you? You're a mathematician. I guess that must be a set square it's carrying. Maybe his mother enjoyed the forest life a bit too much. I think it's just the way his uniform looks. Right, let me zoom out just a touch. I'm still working on it. Okay, I'm being impatient. Probably gone to get another mechanism. Meanwhile, the kids are playing make-believe amongst the levers. The levers that are holding the monster in the tunnel. I think that's sparring. Yes, it is. Have you done it yet? You still haven't done it. Somebody's on with the task. You can tell because of the letter A. It's an active task that somebody's working on. But well, I think I'll leave it here. Someone's on with that, and I'm sure they'll take care of it. The sooner I let Mia come and start cooking, the sooner I get fed. And then yeah, later on this evening, I'll probably be back with a bit more Dwarf Fortress. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you, maybe see you a bit later. Bye for now.